What is going on, guys? It is Sam with Burns, and as you can see, I got some NBA 2K12 for you. Actually, this is my Western Conference first round playoff predictions. We got the Utah Jazz and the San Antonio Spurs, so let's get right into this. The San Antonio Spurs won the season series against Utah Jazz 3-1. And San Antonio's top performer this year actually made made a case for himself for the Most Valuable Player award. Is Tony Parker. He had 18.3 points per game, 7.7 assists a game, 2.9 rebounds a game, and a 22.04 PER, which is player efficiency rating if you don't know. And the Jazz leader on the season was Al Jefferson with 19.2 points per game, 9.6 rebounds per game, 1.7 blocks per game, and a 22.88 PER. So, Utah, they had to play the whole, their starters didn't really rest. They had to play the whole damn season to get into the playoffs. But they basically got screwed because they have to face the Spurs, who are basically the hottest team in the NBA. They won 23 of their last 26 games. They ended the season on a 10-game winning streak. And I know last year San Antonio lost. As they were the 1 seed, they lost to the 8 seed Memphis Grizzlies, but I don't see that happening here. I don't think. This year is different. Sure, the Spurs are old and the Jazz are much younger, but the Spurs look a lot more confident than they were in last year's playoffs, and they seem a lot more hungry for a championship. And the Jazz can be very inconsistent. I know this. I've seen the Utah Jazz in real life. They're very inconsistent at times, and I think the Spurs will be able to take this next step. But one thing that is also there, Greg Popovich, Coach of the Year candidate, he has been resting his starters geniusly up until this late playoff push. Well, not really push, but they ended the season with 50 wins. I think they were 50-16. It was, yeah, 50-16, tied with the Bulls for the best record in the league. So yeah, on to my prediction. I predict that the San Antonio Spurs will win this series in 5 games, if not 4 games. I just see the Spurs, experience being a little too much. Plus, they're the hottest team in basketball right now. But other than that, that is it for this series. Let's move on to the next series here after this little game wraps up right here. And as you're going to see, this little new effect I added, and we're flying from San Antonio over to Memphis for the Clippers and the Grizzlies. Let's get into this. The Clippers won the season series between these two teams 2-1. And I'm actually really happy for the Clippers that they're back in the playoffs, but I don't think they're making it past the first round. Chris Paul, he basically brought this franchise back from where they were in the cellars of the NBA, and he deserves some MVP votes. But the Clippers have a fatal flaw, and that's their offense, which is, known as Lob City. It's kind of pretty damn predictable, and in the playoffs that won't fly, and you can't always rely on Chris Paul. I mean, it didn't work in New Orleans very well, and obviously he's not there, but the Clippers are going to put up a fight, but the Grizzlies, they have really great depth. And, I think they're going to ride a lot on Rudy Gay, Marc Gasol, and Zach Randolph this year. Zach Randolph's play has slipped as of late because of injuries. But, Marc Gasol, it's going to be, they're going to really rely on his defense to basically push and shove their way through the Clippers. I mean, Clippers are going to be no easy task. I would not be surprised if the Clippers do take this game. But for my prediction, I am going to go ahead and say, I'm not actually going to tell you my prediction yet because I haven't said the leaders. So the Grizzlies leader, in my opinion, this year has been Rudy Gay. He averaged 19 points a game, 2.3 assists a game, 6.4 rebounds a game, and a 17.85 PER. And obviously the Clippers leader, I'm kidding. Blake Griffin, no. CP3, Chris Paul, 19.8 points per game, 9.1 assists per game, 3.6 rebounds per game, and a 27.09 PER. That's, it's pretty insane. He had a great season for the Clippers. I think he did need to get out of New Orleans, and he did that, and he led a team from the cellar of the NBA, from lottery picks every year, back to the playoffs, back to within 2 or 3 games of winning their division. Hell, they're in the division with the Lakers, and you know who plays for the Lakers, right? Yeah, legendary Kobe Bryant right there. He's still pretty good. But one thing. Actually, not one thing. Let's move on to my playoff prediction, or my series prediction. I predict that the Memphis Grizzlies get it done in this series. But it will be ugly, like I said, and the Grizzlies will win in a full series, 7 games, come home and win Game 7 on their home floor. So that is my prediction for this series, and we are going to fly on over to somewhere. Oh no, we're flying on over to LA to go see the brother team here in LA. You got Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers taking on Ty Lawson and the Denver Nuggets. This is the 3-6 matchup. And if, just putting it out there, if you guys did not know, the Spurs, I'm pretty sure I said it, but the Spurs Jazz is a 1-8 matchup, and the Grizzlies are a 4 seed going against the 5 seed Clippers. Now, let's get into this. The Lakers won the season series between the two teams 3-1. The Lakers are finally healthy. I mean, Kobe's got all kinds of problems, but he's finally freaking healthy. I mean, the team, Bynum's there. He's playing like a madman, like all his games as of late, and they're really hungry for another title. And they also have a point guard. They don't got old D Fish anymore. They got Ramon Sessions, who's running the offense. But this first round matchup isn't going to be very easy because Ty Lawson and the Nuggets want it too. I mean, they're not just going to roll over and die for the Lakers. One thing I'm going to say about this series, no matter who wins, is it's going to be a really close series. The teams are really really close in how their teams are built. And rookie Kenneth Faried, he's a rebounding machine. He's getting a lot of minutes for Denver. The Lakers could have a hard time controlling the pace with Kenneth Faried in that lineup, but still, LA has 2 really, really clear advantages. Kobe Bryant, I mean, that's all you need to say about one of the advantages, and the current roster they have won. The current roster they have, most of the players have won a championship there. And with that being said, I think they'll bump and grind their way to the next round. My prediction is the Lakers win it in 6 games. And here to get to the players real quick, Kobe Bryant, second in the league with 27.9 points per game, 4.6 assists a game, 5.4 rebounds a game, a 21.95 PER, but a 43% field goal percentage. That's pretty poor. He takes a lot of shots. He had a lot of points, but he shot a lot of shots. And now Ty Lawson for the Nuggets, 16.4 points per game, 6.6 assists a game, 3.7 rebounds a game, 19.43 PER. And I think Ty Lawson could give the Lakers fits as the Lakers have struggled against fast point guards. But my prediction, as I said, is the Lakers in 6 games. And now we're going to fly over to Oklahoma City for the Thunder, the 2-seeded Thunder, taking on the 7-seeded defending world champion at that, Dallas Mavericks. And the Oklahoma City Thunder won this series, the season series, my bad. Sorry. They won the season series 3-1. Most of these series were somebody actually won, but so obviously, we got a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals here. And they ultimately, they were the champions. But I think Oklahoma City's got the pieces this year. The Mavericks lost 2 really key pieces to their team over the summer. Tyson Chandler, who's with the Knicks, and JJ Barea, who is with the Timberwolves. And now they don't really have a dominant big man to go against Kendrick Perkins and Serge Ibaka. Let alone their spark off the bench is basically gone. The series is Oklahoma City's to lose. But obviously you got the scoring champion Kevin Durant averaging 28 points a game, 3.5 assists a game, 8 rebounds per game with a 26.26 PER. And for the Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki with 21.6 points per game, 6.8 rebounds per game, 2.2 assists a game, and a 21.81 PER. But I think in the end, Kevin Durant and James Harden, Russell Westbrook, I think their squad is just too deep, and I think they will handle the defending champions and make it to the next round. But don't be surprised if Dallas puts up at least a little bit of a fight. I'm gonna say the Thunder in 5 games, but do not be surprised if it's 6 games. So, anyways, guys, this video is coming to an end. This has been my Western Conference first round playoff predictions. The Eastern Conference will be up right after this. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I really hope you guys are as stoked for the NBA playoffs as I am. So